riffs are too repetitive, the lyrics make no sense. All the songs are B-sides and the cover art's a mess. There's so much here to tear apart. Listen to it for a week, now that week has passed. It's Why I Hate This Album podcast with Tim and Garrett.
Hello and welcome to another episode, a very special episode of Why I Hate This Album, the show where we pick a song or album, listen to it for an entire week straight, and tell you, the listener, if we hate it, and of course why. I am one of your hosts, Garrett Harvey. With me, as always, co-host extraordinaire, Chimney Pete, to my Krampus, Timothy Richardson. Chimney Pete, how you doing, buddy?
I am incredibly merry this week, Garrett.
I'll bet you are. Merry and full of cheer. But why don't you tell the listeners, and I guess me, why that is?
Well, the interns and I really wanted to get into the holiday spirit this year, and we decided to spread some Why I Hate This Album ICPissmas cheer by caroling. So, as one would, I juggaloed them all up. I drove them around in your secret car all around Queens and some lovely Long Island villages and hamlets, and we went door to door singing some classic ICP hymns. I'm beginning to suspect that most of the general public does not listen to the show. They did not seem to understand the concept of ICPissmas, but we got them there eventually. Our intern Todd brought along a bunch of Faygo and added sort of a trick-or-treat element that may have further confused the issue. It's been great, and I do apologize for all the black and white grease paint on the interior of your secret car. Worth it, though. For the Christmas cheer.
What I don't understand is that I immediately reported that car stolen.
Yeah,
Of course
we
I've
stole
got cameras.
it. I mean,
you did. You stole it. And I reported it as such.
Yeah.
And not a single fine member of our 5 borough police departments saw it within their ability to get my goddamn car back before you covered it in grease paint.
well, I didn't do it. I covered the interns in grease paint and loaded them into your secret car.
Yeah, you did. Anyway, Tim, before we get into the album this week and the reason for the season, there is one more thing I wanted to ask, and it's super important that you're honest with me. Because
Probably not gonna be.
I think when you hear the question, you will be. I've found a not insignificant number of dead fish throughout the apartment over the last several weeks. And at first I didn't think much of it. Little odd that they were stabbed into their various locations by a knife, but whatever. But recently I noticed that if you look closely at these dead fish stabbed into various walls and appliances throughout our home, there's a little note scratched into it, and you can barely read it because, they're dead fish, but it says, "I was the Brad." And that got me thinking. Once I was like, you know what, this might not actually be Tim, and let me just check in with you. Not you, right? That's not you.
No, I think maybe Tom B. Rady. Is it possible, Garrett? No, continue.
Okay, super curious where that was going, but we'll put a pin in it, or a knife as the case may be. Okay, so good and bad news there. Kind of secretly hoping it was you. That leads me to ask the question, and Lord, if I know the answer, whatever happened to Brad?
We lost him in a bet to one of our listeners a couple of years ago.
Interesting. That's right. I do remember that now. We did lose him in a bet, and he was delivered. I was the Brad. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
The most upsetting part of this whole thing to me is that I have not found any fish.
Well, you just haven't noticed them. They're impossible to miss.
Sure. I haven't noticed them.
I don't know. Just peruse your general direction you're looking right now and look for fish.
It's like one of those Waldo things, right? There's just,
really not.
There's just so much going on in here.
I invite you to let your nose do the looking. It is fucking awful in here.
I will admit that it stinks. No one's saying it doesn't stink.
Yeah, these aren't insignificantly sized fish. Anyway, most importantly, though, is the inscribed note with a seemingly even smaller knife. I was the Brad. I don't want to jinx us, but it doesn't sound great. I don't think it's going to end awesome. Yeah, we'll see. I've been wrong before. Alrighty, Tim. Show news out of the way. Sorry for that peek behind the curtain, folks, but, got to get the business out. Timmy, it's that time of year, that very special time that really only comes once once a year contractually after heavy negotiation. It is ICPissmas. Merry Pissmas to you, Tim.
A Merry Pissmas to you as well.
And as we do each year, we pick an album completely out of sequence from the order in which they were released, and we listen to it. And Tim, this year, what album did we listen to for an entire week straight to come back here and celebrate and probably slightly badmouth these clowns?
We have been listening to the latest and presumably greatest Insane Clown Posse album, The Naught, released on August 12th, 2025, just in time for us to begin our ICPissmas preparations.
Just in time, nick of time. Yeah. And Tim, after an entire week celebrating ICPissmas with this album, I'm so curious, and be honest, do you hate this album?
Man, Garrett, I don't know. Probably, I'm gonna say not yet. To be honest, a good part of me is just extremely impressed that they're still doing this like 33 years into their false clown careers. Joe Utz is 51, Joe Brew is 53, and it's honestly becoming an inspiration that they have kept it going this long. Like, I'm picturing 33 years after we started this podcast, right? I assume that we will use their model to take our podcast into 2051. A time in which I will be 66 and you will be, and this is true, dead for nearly a quarter century. I will, of course, carry on with your spooky skeleton, Janu spook through Spooksember all year, every year. But I say all that to say, I'm going to reserve judgment on these well past middle-aged men and their weird, immature, gross, stupid clowning until we've discussed the whole thing. But I definitely didn't enjoy this. No, sir, not one bit. I enjoyed the week, though, of course, as I am a sucker for the holidays. What about you, friend? Do you hate this right off the bat?
Oh, I don't want to sound derivative, but I think I'm right there with you. I probably do, but I think we've got some Stockholm Syndrome going here because I'm about to say something pretty ridiculous. I think this might be like one of their best albums.
Yeah, it's probably one of their worst, but I hate it. I find myself hating them slightly less this year, maybe the last couple of years than I have in the past. I'm assuming I'm still going to hate it. This is
it's hard to
trash,
imagine.
But I mean, yeah,
it's better produced than many of their albums.
Well, they did get their old producer back.
God damn.
Mikey
okay,
Clark.
well, we'll get into all of it in a minute. That is to say, though, folks, we come into this, it's the holiday season. It's not our first Pissmas. We've hung the stockings. We've clogged up the chimney. All of the traditional ICPissmas holidays. Put new hubcaps on every Honda we can find in a 4-block radius. How do you celebrate, Tim? That's an important question. There might be some listeners out there that are new to the holiday of ICPissmas, and how do you celebrate the season?
Mine's mostly fish related.
Okay, so feeling a little conflicted right now. Gino, mark the time. Just write fish. I'll know what it means. Okay, that note out of the way. I can't move past it. Are you doing the fish?
I'm just saying I might have bought the fish. Maybe somebody has taken my fish, my ICPissmas fish, and is doing this, which again, I have not noticed other than the smell.
Interesting. Okay, we gotta move past it. There's just too many tracks on this album. Okay, you don't hate it, I don't hate it. We both are seemingly falling in love with these stinky, disgusting clowns, and I don't love it. Oh, right, Tim, how do you celebrate, though, beyond the fish? There's gotta be Faygo. What do you distribute Faygo to the homeless? How do you give back in this time of Pissmas?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's the Faygo. That is, of course, an important part. What I like to do is I take it to a soup kitchen. I commandeer one of the pots.
Soups?
And I make no, empty pot. And I just make a big pot of hot Faygo, which I then ladle out to people who immediately throw it away. Because I like to give back.
I do. Well, here's my tip. So while you're at one soup kitchen, obviously, I'm at a completely different soup kitchen giving back. I take the soup they've made, dump that out. That way they got no choice. They're drinking my blue Faygo. I mean, they're not drinking it. They're ladling it slowly into their mouths with tiny spoons.
Right,
but
because it's so goddamn hot.
So hot. Piping hot. It's also full of carrots and other stew type ingredients. I like it thick. Yeah. I like a thick Faygo stew.
Yeah. There's also a huge professional wrestling component for me as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Attendance or participation?
Well, I used to attend, but these days it's mostly watching on, and it has to be sticky VHS tapes. Like they have to threaten to not come out of the VCR every time I hit eject.
I see. Okay. Nice. All right. These are just a few ways we celebrate, folks. folks, we can't spend the whole podcast talking about the holiday, but given that it is the reason for the season, these disgusting, disgusting clowns.
I say the worst possible things that I can think of in front of
to
people.
The elderly.
Well, just to anyone, yeah.
Well, I mean, these are the Insane Clown Posse, Tim. Like, not every celebration of ICPissmas is going to be, friendly. There's pranks. There's a prankster element to it, right? Technically, there's a murderous element, but we choose to ignore that wing of it entirely.
Yeah. Now, I do, of course, buy a hatchet every year.
Of course you do. Of course you do. But you don't murder people with it.
Oh, God, no. I'm not a monster.
Heavens, no. No. You do cut down several trees with it, though.
Yes. But I don't consider that murder.
Nor should you. I feel as though we are drifting a bit. Let's get back on course. Tim, I can't believe I'm going to ask this question, but you have to ask it. It's on the agenda. Aside from your experience here on... Well, no, I won't ask it that way. Let me ask it a different way. Prior to this week, what's your experience with these clowns and potentially this band?
Well, I have no history, obviously, with this album in particular, but as is well documented on this very show, we perhaps, have a long and storied history with these false clowns. This is the 8th recorded ICPissmas episode, although we have obviously been celebrating ICPissmas for long before we started recording anything. Mm-hmm. So I am quite familiar with the ICP and the Juggalos and the Faygo and the rest of it. Also recently, well not recently, this summer I ran across a bunch of Juggalos on their way to an ICP show in downtown Minneapolis. I think I mentioned that on this very show. I think you called some kid's mom an embarrassing clown whore.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with their music and the way these albums typically go. What about you? Have you ever heard ICP before? Is this the first time your posse has been clowned?
Of course not. And as you know, and everyone listening to the show, this is my 8th ICPissmas here for the Why I Hate This Album podcast, and I believe our 16th annual ICPissmas, though we've toned down the celebrations in the last several years. We don't have the time. Let's see. Other than that, of course, I from time to time will Google the gathering of the Juggalos to see what miscreants are up to, catch a couple of videos on the YouTubes, and remind myself why it is I loathe this band and, more importantly, their fans. Aside from that, Tim, I think my history mirrors yours, so I'm not sure what we're going to do next. Normally, you and I would discuss the history of the band, but we've done that nigh on 6+ times. So what do you want to do this time?
Well, Garrett, again, as you said, this is the 8th year in a row that our wonderful audience is joining us. I don't want to be overly repetitive. If anyone would like to hear the long and storied history of Joe Brew and Joe Utz, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope respectively, as well as hear stories from the gathering of the Juggalos, quotes from these idiots, quotes from their fans, the time these false clowns stole the valor of cowboys, etc., you can go back and listen to those, and I recommend you do. This year, however, I will tell you a story. Well, 2 stories. The first is the story of the clown and the Nephilim, Garrett. The second is, of course, the stories of the first and second Joker decks to kind of explain how we got to this particular album in the lore of the Dark Carnival, if you will. And also, of course, tie in all of this to their strong Christian beliefs, since Jesus is the real clown with whomst these two have gotten down, and I will prove that empirically.
That's a lot of bold claims. Just so I'm keeping up, because I want to be clear here, you've lost me. What was the first thing you said? Something in the clown?
Let's get into that now, Garrett.
God, I'm so angry already.
Listen, Garrett, to really understand what's going on here, we need to address the occultic theory regarding the nature of true clowns, as posited by Paul Staub's real person who really wrote the book. The Nephilim looked like clowns. The Nephilim, Garrett, as mentioned in Genesis 6:4, were the offspring of angels or monsters or something in human lady sex. The relevant text reads, and I quote, "There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men," that means and they bear children to them.
This is insane.
The same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. These are the Nephilim, Garrett, the gigantic, horrifying offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, whomst were again came in unto after dark. Sometimes the sons of God are known as the Watchers, maybe the fallen angels, demons, Garrett. Some cultures they are known as the Old Ones.
Oh no.
Again, I have completely separate lore for that I'm not going to get into now. But this guy, he he seems to believe that clowns are the offspring of angels and ladies. In his telling, the giant spider monster in It, that was a son of God, essentially, and Pennywise was the Nephilim offspring. No word on the poor lady in that scenario.
I always assumed Pennywise was the spider.
Yeah, probably, but not in his telling, Garrett.
Huh. Hold on. And we can't get hung up on this. I am determined to keep this under 2 hours for my own sanity.
You're not gonna.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Anyway, what? No, I can't ask that. So, angels, which, as we've covered in previous episodes, covered head to toe in eyeballs, terrifying, had sex with mortal ladies and made the Nephilim, which this dude thinks looks like clowns.
Yes. According to Dr. Stobbs, the tyrannical Nephilim giants had pale skin, red hair, and other physical features that would be recognized as modern-day clowns. The depiction of clowns in modern times essentially characterizes true clowns, a continuation of the appearance of Nephilim. Circuses are occult rituals that continue their demonic legacy, and the fear of clowns, or coulrophobia, is a form of
being human. We don't need a special word for being scared of clowns. It's called being a human.
Exactly. You're exactly right, Garrett. This is a form of societal genetic memory. We fear modern false clowns because we are descended from people that lived in a time where true clowns, the Nephilim, hunted humans.
This is some of your best work, and that is to say, truly insane.
According to Dr. Stobbs, women, in fact, wear makeup and are attracted to tall men because they, again, as a form of genetic memory, are attracted to these horrifying giants in the past. According to Dr. Stobbs as well, I don't know he's a doctor, he almost certainly is not, Heath Ledger put on the skin of a Nephilim and it drove him insane.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's not what I thought was coming next.
No, it's not. It never is with this guy, Garrett. This is just a little speculation on my part now, which will bring it back to ICP and their strong Christian roots. If these clownish Nephilim are the offspring of the sons of God and are good human women, then the mating of actual God with a human would produce the ultimate Nephilim. I assume you can agree.
If it gets us through this, sure.
Okay, so Jesus, aka the ultimate Nephilim, the one true clown savior, so that's probably why these two monochromatic false clowns are secretly so devoted to Jesus. ICP is Christian music, albeit profane Christian music. They worship their clown idol, and every one of the Joker cards, of which this is the 12th, is in reference to that.
Interesting. Okay, so my only sticking point with all that insanity is your assertion implies that angels are the children of God.
Well, that's what they're referred to. It's presumably euphemistically. God's the, king of the angels or something to that effect.
Right. Because, otherwise I can kind of get behind it. I mean, it's all horseshit and nonsense, but at least according to this one crazy person you found on the internet, it adds up.
Yes. Now, he did in the podcast I listened to.
Oh, no.
He did admit to habitually using DMT, which might explain some of this. Let me read a couple of reviews for his book on Amazon.
We are pretty far afield for ICPissmas, but I'm gonna allow it.
D. Blevins from 2024. Good content, but reader has to know a lot about other cultures in order to fully understand clown concepts and grasp meaning intended by the author. 3 out of 5 stars.
Clown concepts?
Bardley from 2025. Clowns have never been okay, and now we see that the spirit was nudging us about it the whole time. The history this book gives and how it ties to pagan cultures is fascinating, and the psychedelic aspect is very relevant to many people today. All the more reason not to do drugs. If you ever want to know your enemy, as Ephesians 6 explains, then you need to have this book. As odd as it seems, this is actually really important to know. 5 out of 5 stars.
What? Okay, the enemy in that sentence is the clowns?
I don't know.
Or is it the author? Because they seem to miss the fact that the author is habitually on hallucinogens.
Quite possibly. One last one, Garrett. This is by Gary from 2025 that reads simply, nothing new. 1 out of 5 stars.
His problem was that book that you just described, written by a clear schizophrenic, did not have enough new and original ideas.
That's right.
We are doomed, America.
ICP claims that all their lyrics are actually parables warning of the ultimate consequences of immoral behavior on all their albums, and that hidden messages in their lyrics explain to follow God. Joe Bruce said, "Sex and violence is the stuff that people are talking about on the streets. To get attention, you have to speak their language. You have to interest them, gain their trust, talk to them, and show you're one of them. You're a person from the street and speak of your experiences. Then at the end, you can tell them, God has helped me out like this, and it might transfer over instead of just come straight out and just speak straight out of religion."
I mean, he's not wrong, but this is not the way to sell anything to anybody.
Well, to clowns.
Well, sure. To clowns and seemingly people that make poor choices in general.
Yes. So let me run through. So this is the Dark Carnival, Garrett, explaining how we got to the Naught, the 6th card of the second deck, or whatever the fuck this is. The first deck begins with the first Joker's card, Carnival of Carnage, which represents the ghetto and ghetto violence. The traveling carnival doles out the same violence against those that do not help the inner cities and is a warning to the upper class against ignoring the lower class. The carnival is sort of some sort of like pre-hell, it seems.
Sure.
Second Joker's card, the Ringmaster. The overseer of the Carnival of Carnage oversees pre-hell or hell and like the demons or whatever. The third Joker's card, the Riddle Box. So upon death, a soul enters a room with a jack-in-a-box. And it's on a wooden table and it decides the fate of your afterlife. The pure see God and enter peace, Shangri-La. The wicked see an immense fog and go through the floor into hell. So the Riddle Box is essentially some sort of clown St. Peter.
Yes.
Okay. The fourth Joker's card, the Great Malenko. This is an illusionist and necromancer that tries to trick people into sinning, and you have to overcome him and fight his magic if you want to make it into heaven. That's the Great Malenko is like they're Garrett. They're clown Garrett. The fifth Joker card, the amazing Jekyll Brothers. This describes the 9 circle of hell. The 2 Jekyll Brothers juggle blood-covered balls, the number of which relate to the number of sins you have committed. If they drop the balls, you're damned to hell. If they complete the juggle, you go to heaven. You know, like Jesus.
Oh, we did that album. That's not in there.
We've done several of these albums, Garrett. The 6th is the Wraith. This is the personification of death. Here it's revealed that the hidden message of their music is to always follow God and make it either to Shangri-La or heaven or go to hell's pit.
That's the double LP that we may never do.
Yes. The second deck, we start to lose the plot a bit more here. The first card, Bang Pow Boom, a continuous explosion used to clear the pre-hell carnival grounds when they are too full of evil souls. Okay. The second card, the Mighty Death Pop. This is a warning against taking risks because sometimes that leads to an early death. That one's a little lame.
Yep.
The third card, the Marvelous Missing Link, Lost and Found. Lost represents not having God in your life, always being negative, looking through the world through a negative lens, always living in fear and living with hate, while found represents coming to clown Christ, I guess. The fourth card, Fearless Fred Fury, a being of toxic anger who punishes souls that don't live with dignity and don't take responsibility. The fifth card, Yum Yum Bedlam, the first female character, a spirit that lures men in with lust and then eats them.
I liked that one.
You didn't. Finally, Garrett, the sixth card, the Naught, the album of the week, the final card. This one is Nothing, the Void, a card for the filthy, godless atheist listeners. They said the second deck ends with nothing. It's for those without faith, for those without belief. They believe when you die, nothing happens. You just simply cease to exist. The Nothing. That's what the second deck ends with. Nothing, the Naught. This card explores what it truly means to be nothing. Okay.
And it does.
Yes, it sure does. At least for brief stretches. So that's sort of the message of these Christian boys, Garrett. They are obsessed with, the clown histories of our planet. They are writing extremely profane, violent, gross, disgusting music, all in an effort. They have this overarching story to bring people to clown Jesus.
Yeah, but it doesn't really follow any through line. That's important.
Yes, and they don't really stick on it very, very frequently. But the point is, Garrett, this is a Christian band. It's profane but Christian music, and the album of the week, nay, the album of the year, is a response specifically to atheists in their audience. This is the punishment for those that don't believe.
I don't disagree. I guess. It does seem to be a little bit more on topic than they usually are within their own album. I mean, it comes and goes.
It comes once and then okay, we'll get there, but
I think there's several mentions of nothing.
I would say there's no more than 2 songs that stay on topic.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. You're probably right. This has been a long week. We're about to get into it. We're on the cusp. Let's do it. General thoughts.
Right. So we don't often reach points of agreement anymore. Again, I think we can find some common ground here for once. The lore of ICP is complete and utter nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't follow any logic. It's poorly thought out. It's clearly made up on the fly. But Garrett,
it is the last 2 seasons of Lost all over again.
Yes, but some gods and monsters certainly exist, and I think we should take a moment here to acknowledge that, right? Mastema, Moloch, Jesus, Banasura the King, the Father, the Nephilim, the Watchers, the Great Cow, Pazuzu, Osiris, the Great Serpent, Slenderman, Poseidon, Ruler of the Seas, the Old Ones, etc. Listen, listener, we are not discounting your beliefs. In fact, we embrace them and will continue to do so until the coming days of conflagration. But all these false clowns bullshit is so goddamn stupid and pointless. We are discounting their nonsense.
But it is still the holiday we celebrate.
Oh, sure, Garrett. I love this. I live to look up, to find new podcasts on Nephilim clowns now, apparently. Who knew that was going to be my thing?
I'm like really impressed and concerned about this whole episode so far. It's almost an avant-garde piece. Like, I don't know where you start and the show ends. It's all very, very complicated.
Yeah, I'd suffer
for a show
my
about
craft,
ICP.
Garrett.
Not the right response, but on point. So congratulations further, I guess. Anyway, back to the album at hand. Before we talk in any detail whatsoever. Oh, also, before I get into this, I should also mention you ascribed several beliefs that I also believe in. Let me just say no. Anytime Tim says we, assume he, and I'll comment separately.
We are a united front at this podcast.
We are a united front of the podcast. That is true. It says it at the bottom of the plaque, but you gotta run it by me first.
Garrett, what do you think of the cover of this album?
I like it.
All right.
It's no Yum Yum Bedlam, but it's, it's got Jaws vibes.
God, you were aroused by Yum Yum Bedlam, huh?
It's just like, it was one, what? No, gross. It's just one of their better albums.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like, Jaws is a good descriptor. It does look like
Yeah, it looks like boiled shark jaw.
Yeah, right. I don't know exactly what artist is making those for museums, given that sharks don't exist, but I agree. This kind of looks like something from one of those scary stories to tell in the dark books as well. The horns drive me crazy, though, right? I actually didn't realize they were horns.
I still don't agree with you that they're horns.
Well,
I don't know that they're horns. Why are you saying horns?
You think that's hair? They're hanging down on the side of the hair. They're flaccid horns.
I mean, if they're horns, they're very disappointing.
Yes, that's my point.
Yeah, well, okay, let me look again here. You're right. It does extend behind to the bottom of the jaw, implying that those would in fact be horns, very flaccid horns. Yeah, you know who this kind of looks like now that I'm looking at it? It kind of looks like that Violator. Remember the Violator from Spawn?
It does kind of look like him. That's another true clown, by the way.
Yeah, those are horns. I stand corrected, Tim. Those are horns.
Do you want to discuss how the Violator is a true clown?
I'd prefer not to.
All right.
I don't...
No, it's fine.
Good. Okay. Before you and I comment on the album, I thought it'd be interesting to hear from the man himself, Violent J, on his thoughts about the album. And I'm going to read a quote. You tell me what he was trying to convey to the audience. Bear in mind, he said this before anyone had heard the album. I don't know what he sounds like. I assume a scumbag?
Yeah.
I just want to say this Joker card might not be understood right now, but in the future, when looking back on ICP's life's work as a whole, you'll see this Joker's card was essential. It's just as important as the rest. This card has to happen. Its era has to be lived, as this is all about the bigger picture, the overall message that is the 665 saga. This card, on its own, might seem like a letdown to some during its era, but its importance cannot be understated. What do you think he's trying to say there?
First of all, I'm just going to say you made him sound a little like Milhouse, or possibly Mr. Van Houten.
I think it was a combination Milhouse, Van Houten, and his father.
Yes. I think what he's trying to say, Garrett, is that this album sucks, and people are going to listen to it and be like, that album sucks. But if you give them a lot of grace and are like, hey, if you listen to this album in the context of the entire career, it doesn't suck that bad by comparison because their whole career kind of sucks.
That's exactly how I read that quote. Now, I'm going to give you a more more positive, if not sadder, reading. I'm concerned one of them is going to die very soon.
Yeah, Violent J, I believe, Joe Brew.
Yeah, and I think there's a chance he might have already printed it, and so, like, the other Joker cards are sitting in a, flash drive on somebody's very dirty desktop, and that, like, he's gonna die in 2026, and we're gonna get these albums in the future. Like, there's 5 more.
Ugh. Well, there's gotta be at least 6 more.
No, there's 2 6s and a 5. It's 665, Tim.
Oh. God damn it.
You
Are we
told-
I don't remember any of this. There's 5 more of these things coming? Gino!
You just told the story.
Gino! No, he's not listening. No, I told you this. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't realize that implied. I didn't know that. I had completely forgotten about the 665 thing. I didn't.
Yep. Yes. And that's, folks, it's a Merry Pissmas. I just watched him, like, have a whole fucking adult meltdown. That was great.
We're going to be
You're
fucking
so sad
doing
now.
this forever.
Forever. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that you mentioned Prince, Garrett, because I looked into some of their claimed influences. I had never bothered to do this before. And Joe Brew and Joe Utz claim that their music is a cross between 3 things. They say NWA, which I guess, like, fair enough.
Sure.
Pearl Jam, which no.
Huh?
And
No.
Michael Jackson. Garrett, these boys apparently love Michael Jackson. Joe Utz has a tattoo of the man, and Joe Brew has a poster that he hung up in his recording studio, and he stares at it when he raps. So, as you listen to this album, and all of their albums, all of these ICP songs you have heard in the previous 8 ICPissmases have all been rapped directly at Michael Jackson's face, which, if you consider the content of their songs, it makes me seem like maybe they would like to murder Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's unclear. That is how they show their affection, though.
That's true. That's true. They also, to me, seem like they're getting much, much worse at rapping as the years go on. The raps in this album are so slow and deliberate. It sounds like somebody
I love it.
had it's the exact opposite of what you get with, like, the Eminem or, like, Busta Rhymes. Anyone that's trying to be good at rapping, fuck, D Antwoord. It's the exact opposite of that. It's this slow, plodding, deliberate thing. It sounds like somebody had a stroke and they're only able to get, like, 4 or 5 words out, and then somebody's just Pro Toolsing this whole thing together out of, like, hundreds of hours of them just, like, reading lines.
I mean, I don't want to be mean here, but, like, dude has AFib and he's not super healthy. I'm guessing he's on oxygen.
Quite possibly. I'm just pointing out that you are...
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just explaining it. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. In fact, you're probably right. It is so slow. It is Grandmaster Flash on half speed slow, and that's already a hip hop, a hippie to the hippie. Like, it ain't going fast to begin with. I completely agree, and I love it. I love it because these motherfuckers are as prolific as they are awful.
As prolific as they are bad at what they're doing. They've done, like, I don't know, 20 albums in the past 33 years.
Because it's slower, they can only write so much, and it's still so much. Every song is 6 minutes, and there's 3 fucking verses for each of them. But if they ever rapped quickly like Eminem, I think they do in some of the earlier albums, and it is just too much. This album has so much less bullshit in it, like considerably less. How many laughing clowns did you hear in the background? I think it's on like 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah, but there's a lot of sound effects and other nonsense on here. The one thing I will say about this that's not the case with there's others, there's not really any skits on this album.
No, there really aren't. They replaced the skits with flashbacks. We'll get to it, which I don't mind, to be frank.
Well, I don't mind them because in my notes I just get to write, let's skip this.
Well, that and it's not a skit.
Well, that's true.
Those fucking skits, dude, those were the worst.
Yeah.
They were really bad. Like, this is an album. Most of these are songs. It's pretty well produced. Like, you forget, dude. ICPissmas is about, like, mind-bendingly poorly made music.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is mind-bendingly poor, but you're right that it feels better produced other than the speed at which they're able to rap.
Yeah, and that's just, age.
Yes, age and disease.
I was kind of lumping the disease in with de-age, but sure.
Pathologic aging.
That's what they call it. What else do we need to say about this? It's the same shtick, though, right?
Yeah.
These guys want to murder people, and that's fun. No mention of Faygo. Maybe they had to change their diets.
But yeah.
Can't have that Faygo anymore. It's Diet Faygo, and that just doesn't sound as cool in a song.
Yeah, it's gross, too.
It's all gross, Tim.
It's got 3 times as much sugar as regular Faygo.
That's the secret. What?
It's thick with sugar.
My son is diabetic. You've killed him. Why do you call it diet? It's actually diet. Huh?
No,
if you look closely, it's DEIT, but it's in cursive.
It's because we love murder, Garrett. It's diet.
Diety and dead. Okay, what else do we need to say? Tim, what else do we need to say, Tom?
Again, the other thing is, like the other ones, for me, this just does not stick the landing, right? They've claimed that this is a concept album about whatever the topic du jour is. But, I mean, for my money, there's only 2 songs on here that even relate in any way to this Naught thing. You seem to think there's more, but I will argue against that.
We'll see. We'll keep a tally. Gino's at the ready at the whiteboard, sniffing and oh man, that guy's got problems. Okay, last thing I want to make sure that I point out before we get into the details is that I think that there may actually be some unintended messages in this album that reflect just how terrified Violent J is to die.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because he is approaching that Naught. I mean, we all are.
Yeah, well, some of us are.
Yeah.
Some of us will become more than man.
Interesting.
I've said too much. Okay, let's get into it then, Tim. We've got 17 terrible tracks to talk about, and I don't want to waste another moment. So, without further ado, folks, curl up next to your fire, roast your 2-liter bottle of Faygo, and get sticky with each other as we tell you the story of the Naught. Track number 1, intro.
So, the classic ICP intro would be a hilarious skit that introduces what sort of monster or concept they're going to focus on for exactly 6% of their concept album.
Typically some sort of circus.
Exactly. Some sort of circus character that cuts people up or something.
Yeah.
This is just a hodgepodge of I don't know, they're not really samples, interpolations, whatever, lines from their previous albums.
Yeah. We hear a ticking grandfather clock that begins to chime. There's a bunch of children's xylophones and someone's winding up a jack-in-the-box incessantly. It's spooky.
It is spooky, Garrett. That's why we do it for Spooksember's ICPissmas.
I hate you.
What? Yeah.
What else did you want me to say to that?
No,
I hate you.
That's fair. The point is they're too lazy to write a skit.
Yeah, they are. I don't think it's worth reading any lyrics because they're just mindless excerpts that are, decently stitched together as an intro, but they don't actually tell any one story. They're just kind of, we like these lines.
Yep, and that's going to keep happening.
Fair enough. Track number 2, the titular Naught.
Fresh or stale, it's nothing. You can try to scream if you want, but you don't get the
Start with an intro, again, sampled from one of their previous songs that doesn't relate here. It's just Shaggy or Joe Utz saying, fuck what you're telling me, fuck what you're telling me, fuck what you're telling me, fuck what you're telling me.
Indeed. Pretty much a straightforward beat, although I do think I hear a didgeridoo or potentially some sort of Tibetan throat singing. I don't know what's going on in the background. Let's get into the lyrics, because that's really where the magic happens. One day, an unexpected pain in your chest. After that, there's no rest. Nope, nothing. There's no air to exhale. Just know the shit ain't fresh or stale. It's nothing. You can try to scream if you want, but you don't get the meaning of the Naught. It's nothing.
And this is, I completely agree with you. This seems like written by somebody who's just realized, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
I mean, very specifically, it sounds like somebody who reported chest pain, went to the hospital, possibly died for a minute or 2, saw nothing, and wrote a song about it.
Yeah, but this is definitely just existential terror. It's pretty great.
It's fun to see dread turned into a shitty rap song. It's like the skills of a 9-year-old talent show matched with the dread of a 68-year-old man who wishes he'd done some goddamn push-ups in his youth.
Or accomplished a thing.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Song continues. You can't see your hands in your face. In your face. That's a weird way to say that. Anyway, you can't see your hands in your face because you ain't got neither. You ain't any place. You're nothing. I don't think you fathom what I'm saying. He don't hear all that praying coming from nothing. You ain't either loved or hated. Either you were disintegrated down to nothing. Everything you were disintegrated down to nothing. You don't even leave memories. Any legacy left behind, you all means nothing. Yikes. Lots in there. First, I want to focus on he don't even hear all the praying coming from nothing. Does that mean they believe in God and that God exists, created man, and then was just like, you're on your own. I got other shit to do?
No. I think this is after you're dead. If you're an atheist, if you don't believe in their clown lore, you go to this Naught place and it's just like a completely separate thing. You know, there's no torture,
Okay.
there's no reward. It's just, you know, you're just kind of there.
Now, do you get the impression that, like, if you're in the Naught and I'm in the Naught, also this completely changes all of my notes. Anyway, if you're in the Naught and I'm in the Naught, can we like bump into each other?
I don't
Or do we
think
each get our
so.
own Naught?
I think everyone gets their own Naught. That's what makes it the Naught. Because if there was other people there, then there would be, you know, the Naught plus one, if you will. And that's not a Naught.
Well, you're not the Naught. You're in an existenceless plane. There could be nothing there, but it might get crowded.
No. Because then people would just, you know, start playing pickup basketball games or something and it'd get fun again.
You can't get a bunch of people together and not expect them to start playing pickup basketball.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, shirt, skins. Let's play pickup basketball.
Now, I'm not going to be doing that because I hate basketball. But yes, I take your point.
Yeah, well documented. Terrible at it. Not for Tim.
Yes.
But you can keep score.
Yeah, I'm
You can
happy
get
to
us
do that.
waters.
Yeah. But
You could start making Italian ice and sell it to us after each game.
I could start making fettuccine.
No one's going to want that after a sweaty game of pickup
Disagree,
basketball
Garrett.
in the
definitely
Naught.
going to want that. Listen, I feel like in their lore, right? So they've written all these songs about like these creatures of the afterlife that are going to punish you and whatnot. This part of their lore implies that like you need to believe in that or it won't be part of your afterlife, right? If you believe in nothing, you get the Naught. But that sort of takes
Yes.
away the power of the, you know, the Jekyll brothers and the Ringmaster and the Yum Yums or Malenkos or Freds or whatever. Like they don't have any power unless you believe in them. But
Yes, but all of it is in the service of determining if you are worthy to make it to Shangri-La.
sure, okay, right, but you have to
And
believe
so
in them.
if-
So, but then that
Yeah,
also
you have to believe in them
implies-
for the opportunity to be judged.
right. Okay, but
And therefore, you must lead a sin-free life, as Clown Jesus demands, asks, I guess suggests.
right. But so I guess
yeah.
my problem is if no one told you about this, then you couldn't believe in it, right? So you'd automatically go to the Naught.
I mean, go talk to a Catholic. I think they have a very similar set of rules.
Okay, well, fair enough.
I think you go to limbo if you've never heard of Catholicism, according to their book.
Oh, that.
Listeners, don't write in.
Yeah. But listen,
But I'm pretty
okay.
sure that's accurate.
So it's not just whatever you believe is like what you get in your afterlife. It's if you believe in their thing, you get that. If you don't, you get the Naught.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, like you never get the chance to join the righteous or whatever.
In all honesty, though, like they seem to be saying that nothing is like is the eternal clown related hellfire worse than the Naught? Because to be frank, a nice long forever deep sleep sounds kind of nice.
Well, and that's the thing. Are you conscious in the Naught?
I mean, I guess you'd have to be, or you know.
Right. Otherwise, what would you care? How would you know you were in it if you weren't awake? But listen, I got a list of things I've been dying to get done, and not having you buzzing around for 5-10 minutes, that'd be nice.
Yeah, but I would be.
Not in the Naught. You established that. We
Well,
can't
sure,
run into
sure,
each other
Garrett,
because of
but
the
you're-
pickup basketball.
You're going to hell.
You're making Italian ice. I'll reign in hell, motherfucker.
Right, and I will be there.
I'm sorry.
As
Got
my
excited.
heaven.
Oh, I see. Watching me suffer.
Yeah, no. Just
Or
hanging out
just
with
being
you.
my neighbor?
Yeah.
Weird. But fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not going to heaven.
I definitely am going to heaven, Garrett.
We have been through this. I can name on one hand 5 reasons you ain't going to heaven.
Yeah, I can name
Don't
one great reason, Garrett. My goddamn shoes.
Yeah, leave the shoes out of it. Let's just talk about the
The shoes cover me.
They don't. You know what? We can't get into this. We have too much to talk about. So there's also, Tim, this whole question to me about whether or not we're actually talking about afterlife or legacy. Because
sure. Yeah.
The bit they end with is everything you were disintegrated down to nothing. You don't even leave memories. Any legacy left behind you all means nothing. So it sort of implies that, like, yeah, people are going to remember you for a little bit, but eventually everybody's nothing. And that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to be even worse for, let's say, you, right? So let's say you die tomorrow. I don't know how to pay the Libsyn bill. I don't know how to keep these on YouTube or iTunes. Like, unless there's somebody out there cataloging these that's going to re-upload them under their name, no one's ever going to hear any of this again in like 2 months after you're dead. Your legacy is nothing.
They would live on YouTube.
No
that
one
would be the
watches them
only
on
place.
YouTube.
Nobody. It's crazy. But I don't blame them. I don't listen to audio podcasts on YouTube either.
Nope. Or video podcasts, because that is not a podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to win that battle. Anyway, let's see. Song continues. So wrong it's right, a soul without a life. So dark is death after your final breath. No faith, no rest when there's nothing left at all. The Naught.
It does have its own sort of Lovecraftian horror to it, right?
I do like that the chorus implies that there is a soul, but it's just trapped in the knot. And potentially even like, hey, your life meant nothing after you're gone. Which, I mean, is true. It means something to those that are close to you, but eventually they join you in the knot. And, you know, what's crazy is we've now lived long enough where stuff that are historical events, we'll use, let's get this out of the way, 9/11, as a good example. Like, you and I were old enough to, like, remember pretty accurately what all happened there. I've heard other people talk about that day that weren't alive yet or were very, very young, and you're just like, that's not accurate. And it makes me go, Jesus fucking Christ, like, what history is accurate if in 20 years it can already get morphed into like, it's not really what was going on that day, and nobody expected the second one. That was truly shocking.
Yeah, you talking about the holograms.
Oh God, no. Oh my God. No more of this dude's books and podcasts. He's breaking your critical thinking skills.
Garrett, he's bringing back vital information from the DMT realm, which is apparently populated by monsters and clowns.
It sure is, friend.
Yes. I assume your punishment will be you get some view of me accidentally deleting all of our podcasts several days after you die. Just be like, well, shit, okay.
You want to know what my version of hell will be? It's going to be me getting off the Avis shuttle at some airport, not seeing my name on the board, and having to wait in the normal people line to get the car I already reserved. And I never get to the front.
Yeah, this is basically my life, Garrett. Verse 2 is pretty much the same. Life is meaningless. You'll be forgotten after you die. Maybe dedicating yourself to Clown Christ will help. Shaggy, or Joe Utz, says, I don't give a fuck if you've done it all or been everywhere. Now you was never there. Who the fuck cares? You're nothing. And then my favorite line from this song, you may think you can bask in your past, but the only thing you bask in is ass. Nothing.
Oh shit, you ask basker.
Yeah, everything you did and learned and you saw, none of it means anything at all. You're nothing. The cars and money that you fucked with unborn, that's what you should have stuck with. Nothing. You never had kids or a wife or a life. All that bullshit's been wiped off. Nothing. Maybe that sounds relaxing, but not when you don't amount to a fraction to nothing. Fuck your street cred and your bloodshed, and fuck you, dude, because it all led to nothing. This is the easiest song I ever wrote. What's it matter if you was the goat when you nothing? It's all meaningless. And it is, Garrett. Eventually, the universe will undergo some sort of heat death.
Yeah, of course. It's so nihilistic, though. It's sort of depressing.
Yeah, it seems like they just realized, like literally it never crossed their mind that they too would die.
I do have that at several points in my notes, that it does seem like they just learned that they're not immortal.
Yeah.
Did they make a deal with a clown at some point, making them think they too were true immortal clowns?
Yeah, I mean, presumably.
And in typical clown fashion, they were taken for a ride. They were conned.
They were betrayed.
That's the word. You read quite a bit there, so I don't know that I need to address too much in specifics, but you're right. It's heavily nihilistic. Nothing really matters matters. Now, here's my question, and I don't think we'll ever get a clear answer. If you believe in that other stuff, is your memory somehow preserved more back here on Earth? Right? Because the whole time
so you're
they're
doing
talking
like
about
Coco rules, huh?
I don't know what that means. I know what you're referencing. I didn't see the movie. Don't explain it. But like specifically, the song is meaning to reference both this afterlife where you're existing in this, upside down or whatever, this black area with nothing, and also you will be forgotten over time. Nothing's left back where you were. So if you do decide to be judged by Heckle and Jekyll and make it to Shangri-La, do you, for some reason, because you took the righteous path, are you more remembered and revered back on Earth? Is that true?
I don't know.
Right?
I assume that they've come to the realization that it doesn't matter either way, you're getting forgot.
Right? I think that's the message of this album.
Yeah.
And it could all just be that they are writing from the persona of atheists and that's just what they think they believe, which is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's unclear. Let's see. Oof. It ends with a grim note. Don't nobody care you existed, 'cause we missed it. All that shit's just nothing. You don't even matter to you. Your daddy's dick never even splattered its goo. Nope, nothing. Everything you did in your past, all that shit vanished just as fast into nothing. You might as well have never even existed.
Yeah, dick goo.
Yeah, well, said more eloquently, of course.
Nope,
Splattered
exactly.
its goo. Then we get the chorus 3 more times, which we don't need to read. And that brings us to track number 3. Watch me.
Get clowns on top, yeah, it's our creepy Joker show. Watch me jump and pop out.
I kind of like the piano/beats on this.
Yeah, dancey piano with real drums and a tambourine.
Yeah, I assume that this is Mike E. Clark's production. It might be sampled from something, but I don't know.
I didn't clock it, but we definitely have some stunning samples to come. Anyway, this song, musically, kind of interesting. It's well put together, especially for an ICP song. But let's get to the lyrics, because that's not as good. Song begins. Yuba gooba lapa, leapa dagado. The wicked clowns will chop ya. It's our creepy Joker show. Watch me jump and pop out. See me do my dance. Watch me whip my cock out. Right up out my clowny pants.
So we've immediately abandoned the Naught concept, right?
Oh yeah, for the time being.
Okay, that's gone. Yeah, so now we're talking about slashing and sexual assault.
Yeah, we're back to the normal clown stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, hatchet, slice, and cut you. Bloodshed in the sky. I'm nothing nice, so fuck you. Fee-fi, fum-fo-fi. I really can't. I mean, we all hate it. You don't even need to say it. Like, that's terrible. I called it Oompa Loompaing.
Yeah, it's just nursery rhyme bullshit, because they've got the Yuba Gooba Lipa thing that you read and that keeps coming back through it. It's just not good.
Yeah, and we don't need to go through much of it. It's a lot of, I'm going to chop you up. I'm going to use my throwing knives. It's going to be pretty messy. They're going to beat some people up.
Yes,
What do we...
that is what happens, Garrett. And then we get some sound effects, and then the song takes a wild turn when it turns into the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let us all burn alive.
Oh, right. I'm assuming it's a reference to the original song as well as another song in which they've already changed those lyrics.
Oh, have they? I didn't realize that this was, or remember that they'd already done this bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it's their song Flamethrower. That's what it is.
Oh, I don't know if we've done that before.
Couldn't say.
Yeah, it continues that nonsense words, sound effects, violence against women. Women hate them because they're disgusting clown people. There's a rampage, blood, mayhem, etc. This does not matter.
Yeah, the only other part I want to call out is the wicked clowns are neck cutters. We creep up slow, then chop. Watch me kiss an angel. See me scalp the devil. Watch me pump the fucking bass and cut out all the treble. Kiss an angel.
I believe you have forgotten about my Nephilim talk from earlier.
No, I'm actually saying that it weirdly supports it. Because my notes say, are they angels of Christ?
Sort of.
Yeah, kinda. Clown babies. Get the pre-chorus and the chorus again, which we've already read in bits and pieces. None of it all that interesting or new if you've heard the ICP band before, and you have. So let's move on, Tim, to track number 4, the cleverly titled Everybody Dies.
Ladies all dead in a golden Mercedes. They always fear the day they die. ever since.
Right, so I would have assumed based on the title and purported theme of the album that this would be about, sadness that everyone dies, it's depressing, make sure you have made peace with your God, bitch, before you die so you don't end up in the knot or whatever. But that's not what this is.
No, this has nothing to do with the knot. So far, one knot song on track 4.
Yeah, this is a classic Rampage song where they sing about just running around town and murdering everyone they see.
Yeah, the only thing that actually I enjoyed about this song, honestly, is it's actually set to the same rhythm as Peaches by Fuck the Pain Away.
Okay.
I won't attempt to do it. It's not really worth it, but you can totally sing this song to that song, and it's fun.
All right.
But yeah, it's a classic Rampage song. But let me ask you this, Tim. Let's read a little bit, get into it. That Uber driver, haha, anything but a survivor. Leaning dead over the wheel, drooling blood and saliva. I'm feeling more than miffed, my man. These slugs are my gift. From life to death you shift, and it all happens so swift. Is he killing them, or is he just stating that everybody will die?
So
these slugs are my gift, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone will die because everyone will die, as they have just recently learned. So he may as well just go around murdering people because, they're about to be dead anyway. Another 30, 40, 70 years. But after that, they're going to be dead, so why not now?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're saying. Let me help this along. Nothing matters. God, they're so depressed.
Yeah.
Sad clowns. Something tells me these middle-aged men who have to constantly walk around wearing face makeup and rap about murder are sad. Wonder what their deal is. We get a very predictable interlude. Knock, knock. Who's there? Death, bitch. Hilarious. Oh, here's an interesting one, Tim. They say, the chief fireman, heavy heaving, working the hose. Boom, boom, the Draco blows. Bullet holes in his clothes. So, in the song, he has set a fire so that the fire department and potentially even onlookers will show up, and then he can murder them. Mm-hmm. This has to have happened before, right? Sneaky dude goes around starting fires just to get crowds together and then does a mass shooting? That's fucked up.
Yeah, probably. If not, I'm sure in this country it will happen soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's a new one every day. Let's see here. Run as fast as you can, my man. It don't mean shit. Soon as that thang spit, them legs beneath you quit. Tim, do you ever worry that when you hear gunfire, you won't run because you won't recognize it?
No.
You should.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like the movies.
Oh, no.
It's always like much more like pap, pap than you expect. And you're like, oh, somebody's setting off fireworks? No, it's a murder machine.
You know a lot about guns, huh?
Do I?
I don't know.
I'm on a suicide mission, wishing I could be first, but I've got to do much worse than fill my own hearse. If he has to die, he seemingly wants to bring everyone else with him. Like he's throwing a tantrum.
Yes.
If I can't have eternal life, neither can you, and you can't have any more tomorrow either.
Yeah.
He lists all the people that he shot. I don't know that there's anyone particularly funny in that list. He actually kills somebody over the phone, Tim. He's got some sort of mystical powers. Whether they over the phone or think they safe in they home, I'm breaking bones and leaving bullet holes in they domes.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. And it's the part of the chorus, again, it's one of those why I hate this album tropes of just listing places and listing them to say people die in all of those places. It has an almost Mortal Kombat-esque feel to the sound of it. Everyone raised on the east side dies, everyone raised on the west side dies bit.
Oh, the song.
Yes.
Got it. Sorry, I was just like, the finish him? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. But in all honesty, this feels like a parody of their previous albums. And that might be part of the point, right? It's pointless because, they're going to be forgotten soon enough. But those of us that's happy dies. Those of us unsatisfied dies. Those of us running from it dies. Those of us winners dies. Those of us losing life dies, etc. This is, a gross parody of their previous stuff.
I think it's a grim realization, Tim. I think if this album has a theme, it's not necessarily the knot. It's just that everybody dies.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's essentially all that's happening here. And then it ends with a sample from a pig calling contest on YouTube for some reason.
Of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
Track number 5, Happy Fun Day.
I wanna be happy, like your net and hair's nappy. And when I fuck, I do it snappy.
Now, Tim, I'm going to make a bold statement. The beat comprised of a duck quacking and a camera shutter, not bad. I like the duck.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of fun. It's again, it's not these two guys, but it's all right.
Yep.
Again, this is a song about how they like banging, I guess. How they hate women, they love guns, they love being gross, they like to bang, and we get to deal with all of that coming out of them.
Yeah, I mean, there is a Faygo. That's the only reason to read a little bit here. So we start off, I want to be happy, like your Ned and Hare's nappy.
Ugh.
God. And when I fuck, I do it snappy. Not a brag, dude. I ain't sappy. I say fuck all the romance. I want a bitch who pole dance. It ain't no chance I'm coming back after I hit, cause that pussy ain't shit. That's it. I'm boltin', grape Faygo, I'm totin'. Classy fella. He's gonna come quickly. But not often. He's just gonna get the fuck out of there and look for somebody else to disappoint while he sucks on some Faygo.
Once I write it, it's rotin'. Makes me angry.
That's fair. It should.
It sounds like a Tim joke.
Right.
But that just makes
Poorly
me
executed.
sad. Yeah. I also like the horrible things before this. I like the end of this, not what I'm going to read before it. Lips get flappy till I roundhouse kick 'em. These dickholes lick 'em till they spit cum. Sunday through Monday. And I like that, Garrett, because I think he meant every day when he says Sunday through Monday. But that notably leaves Tuesday through Saturday unaccounted for.
Sunday through Monday.
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah, unless it's supposed to be a joke?
Maybe.
I think he meant Monday through Sunday.
I don't know. It's pretty stupid. I kind of hate all of this.
Yeah, and let's continue then.
Track number 6, Only Wicked Shit.
Halo, spray police when Faygo start shit up like jumper cables. Your cascades lower.
This one feels a little more like modern internet rap with the bragging and the listing of things.
Yeah, it still has plenty of them in there, right? I get dirty like a stank hoe is how they choose to start this off. It's still very much ICP.
Oh, of course. Skimming on your bankroll. Later I can't stay to bounce around like I'm Plinko. Cutting yay on my table. Known for bitches in my stable. Getting money like I say so. Stack it up like some Legos. People tell me I'm unstable. Tell them lamos I don't play though. He's a cool guy. He's got bitches. He's got cocaine. He's doing both.
As one does. We then go on to some pretty great Yoda speak with Like a Snake I'm Coiling and Your Funeral I Will Bring.
That doesn't even make sense. My foot up in your a-hole. Fuck around and get a halo. Oh no. Spray police with Faygo. 2 mentions. Start shit up like jumper cables. It's not rhyme with halo. So, juggalos, you heard your clown leaders. Please begin spraying cops with Faygo, and I urge you to film it. I want to see what happens next. Just run right up to him, spray him with Faygo. Legally, the Why I Hate About This Album podcast can in no way encourage anyone to ever spray any police officer or member of our fine armed services with Faygo or anything else for that matter. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. Wink!
You said the wink.
Well, it's an audio podcast.
Oh, yes.
Does he think snakes sting? Like a snake I'm coiling, I see your face and I will sting.
Yeah, they don't know
Snakes
anything.
don't sting.
They're stupid clowns, Garrett.
Oh, what the fuck are magnets? They really are. Yikes. Let's see. We get to the chorus and they say, we bring the wicked, only wicked shit spit, and there is our business. We bring the wicked and all that other lame shit we just simply forget.
Yeah, the way they say wicked, it's like they're they're vocally doing record scratches, and I hate it.
Oh, I said it sounds like they've had too much milk and they're very glottal.
Also that.
I've been chugging chocolate milk. Let's do the track. We bring the wicked.
Yeah.
Can I get some water in here? Water for Violent J?
Yeah.
I'm good, dog. Let's do it. I'm gonna have some hot ice cream. Thick throat. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Verse number 2 is mostly about how they want to fight 25 gorillas for some reason.
Oh, it's my favorite verse in the whole goddamn song. Say it, Tim.
5 juggalos versus 25 live gorillas, and you're gonna have 25 dead gorillas soon. Game on. I would love to see that. Absolutely. I love
the thing that I instantly thought of is if you're gonna have a fight like this, what is it, 5 juggalos v 25 gorillas in a stadium, the play-by-play, just welcome everybody to the very first annual ICP Juggalo v Gorilla Contest. The referees have signaled the bout is ready to begin. The whistle's blown and Oh God, the mayhem, Jesus Christ almighty. Parents, hide your children's eyes. The humanity. Whoever thought that this would have worked out at all? Oh God, they're shredding them like paper. Oh Lord, he's wearing his face like a toy. Like a toy. Yeah, he's removed his buttocks. Oh, they're laughing. Who knew they could laugh so cruelly? It would be the Hindenburg, but a sports event.
Yeah, and with gorillas poisoning themselves on the meat of juggalos.
Oh yeah, that's not good meat. Violent J, the tunnel runner, underneath the city, know we very scary, throwing freak-offs in the cemetery. So 2 things here. 1, apparently Violent J is like stealing children a la Danny DeVito in Batman 2, and making them go to haunted freak-offs like Diddy.
Oh, how do you know he's stealing children?
Maybe not children. I implied that. I got the Batman stuck in my head. But
You always do.
pretty much. I played their city like a harp from hell. Who'd have thought that would come up twice this year?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Anyway, Garrett, track number 7, flashback number 1. Here we have another hodgepodge of basically useless lines from their previous albums. There's some record scratches. None of this really relates. It doesn't even go together. If you read the lyrics, they don't follow logically or grammatically, and I think we can skip it.
Track number 8. Oh, baby. We're heating up now. Dead Kelly.
Dead Kelly, where did you go? The fire's so hot, but you burn.
Starts off with some beats and crows cawing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I said it's a combination church bell. There's some of that, some light robot noises, and of course the crow that Tim has mentioned. I love the crow. Yes, the crow.
This seems to be about some sort of zombie lady who's sort of living among us. Maybe she's embarrassed to be a zombie. She hides during the day so nobody notices. And also maybe works as a prostitute. It's unclear.
I'm very curious if we think it's a true zombie or if we think it's somebody like, remember when Crocodile was around, man? Remember Crocodile?
Yeah. I'm also worried that it's just a very unfortunate description of your average homeless person.
Yeah, you might be right. I've seen some truly horrifying infections. Anyway, I don't know if she's actually a zombie or if she's just in the throes of a terrible fent addiction and this is just the ravages of homelessness. Let's get into it. Dead Kelly don't care what these other hoes think. She only has one eyelid and sometimes she blinks.
Oh, God. It makes me upset just hearing that.
Yeah, because anybody could just walk right up to her and touch that puke and nobody could stop them.
Well, that's
the only reason I'm not touching your eyeballs right now.
Yeah, you are touching my eyelids. I don't like it. Please stop. Garrett.
Sorry. Okay, touch. Dead Kelly sleeps under a dumpster when the sun is out. The living laugh now, but their time's running out. So is she coming? Is she coming for him, Tim?
I don't know. I think that she is just what we will all become, right? So she is this is what we have to look forward to. She's sort of a zombie, you know. If she goes out during the day, she's obviously going to dry out because she's not getting enough water because all she wants to eat is brains. So she has to hide under the dumpster.
You know what's really funny is I like the idea that when our clown duo learned that they're not immortal and Violent J had that health scare, they didn't jump to the conclusion that there is nothing. They were just like, oh, okay, so we just become zombies. Huh? No, you're just dead, man.
Yeah.
You're just dead. You die. Yeah, but like zombies then, right? No, man.
You know what?
So
yes,
they
like
may
zombies.
truly think, yes, you know what? Please leave my office. Yeah.
I'm an accountant.
Sir, this is a Denny's.
Goddammit.
Sir, this is an Applebee's. Okay, Dead Kelly's titties look like they deflated balloons, and she's always attracting gargoyles and goons. They want to hit that, Dead Kelly. Makes me think she isn't dead, but just a homeless addict and part-time prostitute. But you never know. Just because you're a zombie doesn't mean you can't be a prostitute.
That's true.
It seems like a tough sell.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if there's, you know, your average juggalo, your gargoyle, etc.
Limited options.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, I'm going to ask a off-color question. Remember those Walking Dead shows? Mm-hmm. I think there's like 80 of them now.
Yes.
Do you think they were having sex with those zombies ever? Do you think in a zombie situation, somebody's having sex with those zombies?
No.
Let me put it differently. Somebody's having sex with those zombies. Like, for sure. Listeners, write in. Fans of Frank Darabont. I've never read the comics, never will. Is that a thing? Is some people like having zombie brothels? Because, I mean, Tim, we've learned over the course of this podcast, people will have sex with anything.
Yeah, I'm going to say not Not this, though.
I don't know. I don't know. Listeners, write in. Is zombie sex addressed in any modern media? And if so, how?
Dead Kelly smells like roadkill in the sun. The bitch dead and says that's when her happy begun. And I get that. Dead Kelly. Dead Kelly. So she enjoys being dead? Like this is better than before?
Yeah, which makes me think she's not actually dead, that she's just in the throes of addiction, which is, of course, better.
Yes.
Because she's on drugs.
Yeah. Being on drugs, I've heard, pretty great.
Yeah, tough to tell, but the people I've seen on them seem to be having a good time.
Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure she is dead because the next verse goes, Dead Kelly's neck's broke. Her head hangs to the right, and it bobbles and swings when she run through the night. That bitch so fly, Dead Kelly. Dead Kelly shrieks loud barks off at the moon. Long Nedden hair stiff as bristles on a broom.
Tim, you've walked through Central Park after dark.
Oh, always. Every night.
People who move with irregular motion and whose heads slump down as though it is broken is not entirely uncommon.
Yeah, there are some fentanyl zombies out there. That's fair.
It's fascinating the angles at which they can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say, listen, I'm not here to say she's not a zombie. I want her to be a zombie, but I think that she might be actually with the running through the night. She really might be a zombie. It's interesting. Okay.
So we'll get into it. I think that she is the zombie version of a prostitute, and I'll explain what that means in a second. The rest of this
That's a fascinating sentence.
So, Dead Kelly's got maggots living out of her ass, and she itch it like a dog scooting across the grass, etc. Now,
okay, glad we got that out.
We get into the chorus or post-chorus or whatever, and it says, Kelly don't care if she's stuck in the dirt. Kelly don't care if her blood don't squirt. So she's presumably dead. Kelly don't care if her heart don't work. And she said I might, but death don't hurt. Kelly don't care her eyes sunk in her head. Kelly likes being buried under my shed. Kelly don't care because she's already dead. You can buck her with a shotgun or stab her instead. See, I think instead of being your traditional prostitute, she's just like, you know what people might like? People might like taking a knife and stabbing a lady. And since it doesn't matter to me, maybe I'll charge a few bucks for that, you know?
Question, just for clarifying purposes, are they also having sex with her?
I mean, probably.
Okay, I figured.
I mean, but they don't have to. I'm assuming some don't.
I think it's the other way around. You know, for a little extra, you can stab me. Really? Yeah, there's a reason Steven recommended you.
Yeah. I'm going to say no, though, because,
I really shouldn't. You know how it is. I start stabbing you, and then who knows when I'll stop. Another reading. Perhaps he killed Kelly, and she's haunting him. Like her zombie corpse got up and was just like, well, thanks a lot for that, Steven.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, and he's like, well, it's sort of a Werewolf in London sort of a deal, but less cute.
Yeah.
Interesting. You could do a Aubrey Plaza-led zombie X murders. You get what I'm going for.
I'm sure that's already a thing.
It feels like a thing. Yeah, it kind of sounds like he might have killed a lady, stuck her under his shed, and now she's haunting him, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dead Kelly talks backwards and whoops like a Sasquatch. You know, I don't think we actually ever read the chorus. It's probably worth reading, right?
Sure.
Dead Kelly, where did you go? The fire's so hot, but you burn so slow. Death has a grip, but I'll never let go of Kelly. Dead Kelly. God, you know what? It's almost a little Western. Dead Kelly, where did you go? The fire's so hot, but you burn so slow. Death has a grip, but I'll never let go of Kelly. Kelly.
Love your song.
It's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'll be good goddamned.
I love a good cowboy tune. I don't know if you know that about me.
You do. You know what, Tim? Grab my guitar. Yeah, we don't have time. Gino, make a note. Cowboys and beans.
I'm going to be real clear.
I got an idea.
Garrett, if you pull out that harmonica, I am going to stab you like a Kelly.
The harmonica was a huge success. Lots of love for the harmonica online.
I know. I don't like it.
There's been talk, Tim. # permanent co-host for that harmonica.
Ugh.
That's probably it for Dead Kelly. Let's keep it going. Track number 9. Here we go.
Knife go stab, axe go chop, hand go slap, shaggy non-stop. Little gummy thot.
Now, Tim, I'm curious what your opinion is here because it is impossible to tell. We open with either what I think is an organ or calliope, but sounds a shocking amount like a harmonica.
Don't get out the harmonica. I think it's a carnival-ish organ sound.
Oh, yeah.
Is how I
very much
described
so.
it. Yeah. There's also false clown laughter. Excuse me. The laughter of a false clown in the background.
Yes, I agree with that. But I will say, when somebody says clown rap, this is what I'm I'm picturing.
Yes, I will give you that.
Like way more so than maybe anything else I've ever heard them do. Like
Yeah.
it's rapping over clown music.
And the chorus, when we get to the chorus, it's even got clown topics.
Yeah, and honestly, if we could just have an album of clown-oriented music, I think this would go down much smoother.
Yeah.
I like a theme.
You will get no theme from them.
Also, I'm starting to get nervous because you called it at the beginning of this episode that they just don't talk about the Naught at all. And we are now 9 deep, my friend, and we are still sitting at 2 mentions, I think?
One song.
Oh,
now, there
you are
is
correct.
the depression, but it doesn't actually reference the Naught, as it were.
You're right. That's different. That's about their fact that they are not, and this is true, immortal.
Yes. The first verse here is their classic ICP-ish thing. It's the knife go stab, axe go chop, hand go slap. It's just a hatchet swing, throat cut.
Sure.
Blah, 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 blah. When we get to the chorus, though, this is where we get the merry-go-round, here we go. We here to clown, here we go. Wicked shit sound, here we go. Up in your town, here we go. This is, this
is clown rap.
This is clown rap.
All right, now, Tim, I have a critical question. It's the only important lines that I wrote down in this whole song. It's truly important. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to ask the question. Going live on the stream, yo, what up, chat? Taking donations for making fools splat. Me and Violent J be the Joker card spitters. Motherfuckers took aim, but the lame fucks missed us. Up in that ass again, ho, we ain't no quitters. Game of life winners. Wicked shit heavy hitters. My question, Tim, are we the lame fucks?
Oh, do you think this is specifically about us?
Is it directed at us? Is it directed at this show? Is this explicitly directed at Gino?
It might be directed at us. I mean, they may misunderstand exactly what we're doing with the going live on the stream, but that does imply that they're angry at internet commentary. Now, of course, we don't take donations.
Oh, no, less that part. I just needed the rhythm. But it's more about the second piece where they say, motherfuckers took aim, but the lame fucks missed us. That we definitely have. Up in that ass again, ho, we ain't no quitters. We mentioned 2 ICPissmas back that it seemed as though, given the farewell tour, that we weren't going to get any more Joker cards. And I think they're here to answer no, WIHTA. We got at least 5 more in the chamber.
Oh, God.
So world weary when I say that. I love it. SHAGG, dope, with a hammer to your dome and gave your forehead a slope. I have no joke for that, Tim. I just know how much you enjoy rapping that has spelling in it, so I thought we would grace your ears with that.
Yes.
Get the chorus again and end with real circus music.
And that brings us to a great song, track number 10, Cinnamon Pigtails.
Great title.
Cinnamon, 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 pigtails, go.
Now, this is a tale as old as the internet. You should always assume that any pretty lady that wants to bang you on the internet is instead some sort of clown hunter, some sort of clown-centric Van Helsing that has mistaken you for a real Nephilim when you are in fact just an idiot.
Or maybe just someone who's going to beat you up and take your money.
That could be too. But, okay.
I want to mention that the music on this is pretty good. Like, it kind of sounds like an Eels song that has a more prominent beat put over it.
Yeah, that's completely fair. It's not bad at all. It begins, man, don't even try it. Don't even try it, man. If you met that bitch online, don't even try it, dog. I got catfished bad, y'all, and I don't doubt that for a second. This makes complete sense to me. I would be surprised to find out he had not been in this situation. They continue, let me tell you about Cinnamon, Miss Pigtails, fake eyelashes and press-on nails, met her on some Instagram flim-flam. At first, I thought she was a Hobot scam. Sent me a picture holding up a peace sign, well, hot damn, this bitch is fine. So, he meets a lady on Instagram, is initially concerned, and then is like, he is lulled into a sense of security by this AI that is being sent to him, because he doesn't understand technology.
Well, this isn't even an AI, Tim. It's much worse.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, I mean, I think it gets much worse, sure.
Yeah, I'm saying it's worse than an AI. At least an AI is just trying to get your bank account.
Oh, sorry, no. It's using an AI to do the peace sign thing.
Oh,
right? It's
yeah,
sending him
sorry.
AI-generated pictures, yeah. Well, hot damn, this bitch is fine. Let me take you out. To which she replies, how about we stay in? You win, Park View 10. She even called me an Uber and then paid for it. Told my driver...
Don't get in that car.
Told my driver, Josh, hey, nerd boy, floor it. And he did exactly as instructed. I pictured her pigtails while she sucked dick. Her place...
Oh, okay. You're going to read the whole song, aren't you?
No,
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
dude.
So he's all in. I love, imagine you are the proverbial real Josh, right? You're an Uber driver and some stinky jackass in monochromatic clown makeup hops in your car and says, floor it. I just met some lady on Instagram and she said I could bang her. First of all, you're no longer an Uber driver. This was your last fare. You're gonna have to burn that car.
Yeah.
But
all right, pal, I'm going to make a deal with you. You don't touch anything in here. I'm going to let you out from the outside. Maybe keep getting any more paint on my car. And I'm going to do you a favor. This was called by somebody named Rodolfo. Okay? Are you going to meet a Rodolfo? No? Get out of the car.
but right,
like, really, at best, you're going to be robbed. And at worst, you're going to be robbed of your organs.
right. And because, like, here's the thing. If you're an ICP and somebody offered to bang you, like, it's probably some sort of Nephilim Van Helsing luring you into a trap. You idiots.
Okay,
you fucking
interesting.
fake clown. And that's what you deserve. If you dress up like one of the old ones or a son of one of the old ones and pretend to be such, like, assume you're going to get a crossbow bolt to that one tiny spot on the side of your neck where the Nephilim carapace is the weakest. And the last thing that you will see is a very disappointed Hugh Jackman type standing over you.
The Nephilim carapace is what you said.
Yeah, they're like hard outer skin.
No. Just no.
Anyway, so he gets to her place. Her place looked like it had exploded, and the pile had just remained eroded. Hold it, I couldn't find a door to knock. Just a 10 with a hole in the wall. The spot.
Don't go in there.
He got lured to some sort of kill house, right?
Yeah, like if there's no door even. Like, this just tells you, ladies, if you think it's an exaggeration, it's not. Men make poor choices.
Yeah.
In the pursuit of having sex.
In the pursuit of all sorts of things.
Yeah, we do all sorts of dumb shit.
Yeah.
Song continues with the pre-chorus and things start to get pretty fun. Catfish, fine ass, fat bitch, short no, tall bitch, that ain't you at all, bitch. Fake bitch, killer bitch, Photoshop, filter bitch, thought you had a dime, but you found a gorilla bitch.
Yeah, he's
It's
disappointed.
pretty catchy, if not a little mean.
Yeah, but all their songs are... Any description of women in their songs is gonna be horrifically mean.
Yeah, that's true. Or just distasteful. Or gross.
Yeah.
Or all of those. Then we get the chorus. Cinnamon, 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 pigtails. Over and over. And I gotta say, we didn't say it up top. Cinnamon pigtails, funny name. It's a good nickname.
But
it's a good demeaning nickname.
Here's my problem with this. The sing-songy nursery rhyme quality with which these false clowns sing this chorus makes me uncomfortable.
Interesting. What do you mean uncomfortable?
It just, the way they're singing it makes it seem like a nursery rhyme.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Fair enough. She half Sasquatch, what the fuck is happening? She got me contemplating, attacking the hoe. She had bird flu in the face, like she washed with mace, and fell from outer space, catfished by an actual catfish, and her breath smelled like cat piss. Good lord. Tim, you ever been maced?
No.
I have been maced twice. First time I maced myself, second time was by a guy named Scott.
And you've been tear gassed 3 times. Well, 3 times without a gas mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no wonder you paid for my Uber. Head looking like a fishbowl of goober. That filter must have...
that means.
I don't either. That filter must have burned 1,000,000 gigabytes before that mug got any likes. Now, I absolutely love their conception of what computers do, right? Like, I am borderline computer illiterate, but this hurts even my head.
Yeah, I don't expect them to come with the science.
Yeah, but
They're still working on magnetism.
yeah, my problem with this song, though, is we never get any resolution. Like, does he make love to the catfish? Does he get murdered by
course.
the Van Helsing? Is it awkward and he just leaves? Like, I like to think he got there and, like, Hugh Jackman stepped out and was about to kill him, realized that he was a juggalo and no threat to anyone but himself, and just let him leave out of pity. Just, dude.
But he's disguised as a lady, but, you know, still has the full Van Helsing gear on under the dress, like the hat and everything.
Yeah. He's got a wig on over the hat. I get it.
How's it going? Are you here for cinnamon pigtails? Yes. I'm You look a little different than your photo, mate.
Why are they both Australian now?
No. I'm still being Van Helsing. Yeah, so do you. On account of you're a man, clearly.
Yeah,
I'm a beautiful woman, and you're not a clown. Okay. Oh, good stuff. Song repeats. It's pretty catchy. I like it. No notes. Track number 11, I'm Still Breathing.
Seems like all roads lead to bone.
We have a weird electric guitar intro here. It would give this sort of an industrial feel if not for the slow singing. And they are honestly singing on this, and it is not good.
I love it. Yeah, the weird guitar riff kind of weaves in and out throughout the song. It makes no sense. And the whole thing is just a sad boy navel gaze contemplating his own mortality. It's hilarious.
Sort of. I think this may be one of two things. One, what you're saying. The other, it might be just a realization of what will happen to you if you become a juggalo, right? If you choose this life, you will lose everything. You will have no lady, no job, no friends. If you are lucky, you might get Van Helsinged.
Interesting. I mean, he is a juggalo, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's a warning. This is his realization. This is what has become of me due to my juggalo lifestyle.
That. Well, sure, but he's living like the purest form.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone can rise to that height. Although, actually, he's the most successful version of any juggalo will ever be.
It's all downhill from there. I got nothing, not a fucking penny to my name. Hardly got a roof over my head, but all the same, I'm still breathing. My bitch left me, went away with a fucking idiot. Sledgehammered my heart. I'm hardly bound to quit. I'm still breathing.
Be happy you can still breathe.
Yes. Don't need to carry that tank of oxygen around with me everywhere.
Not everywhere, but a lot of places.
Everywhere.
Seems like all roads lead to bones, and even around people I feel alone. And hard times is all I know. The Reaper's chasing me, and he won't let go. Dude's afraid of death, and he's struggling from very obvious depression.
Yes. Existential terror is the concept of this album. It's the only...
I think somebody's given him a clock, like you have approximately.
Yeah, it's the only actual through line.
Yet I'm still breathing. Inhale, exhale. Sometimes life's stale as hell, but we're breathing. At least we're breathing.
It's so depressing.
A far cry from the ICP of old. I'm still alive.
Now, let's imagine that these guys make it to let's say 95, right? Somehow they survive. They release another 32 albums or nothing. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But they're in the nursing home or the memory care center all juggaloed up, but they're 95.
God. Yes.
That's all.
Picturing that?
I'm just asking you to picture it.
I see. Okay.
Are you picturing
Shit,
it?
my boy. Okay.
You're doing a little visualization there.
No. God damn you. Shit, my boys wasn't my boys. They all sold me the fuck out. Feels like every day there's a gun in my mouth. Yet I'm breathing. I'm still breathing. I think all his friends got maybe stopped coming around, called his oxygen tank a quote-unquote bummer now that he's not cool anymore.
Absolutely. The evening news is a horror show, and I'm more depressed by the more I know, and I can't get under, over, or around it. Peace is a myth because I've never found it.
I hate to say this. I've never agreed more with a clown. Yeah, same page here, bud. That's unfortunate for both of us. Mm-hmm. We get the depressing chorus again, and that's going to bring us to track number 12. Pop out.
Little titties, big old titties, hanging titties, crooked titties, we love any titties.
This is a song about how they love titties, Garrett. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Their words, not mine. And they love them so much that they'd even be willing to accept some sort of graveyard zombie titties.
Yeah, Tim, this whole song is a graveyard smash.
Yeah.
Let's dive in. I didn't plan it. Shit just happened. It must be magic because the graveyard's cracking. Stiffs be pop locking. Dead but not forgotten. Dicks on hard for Neddin' even though they nuts rotten. Got the banshees screaming. Ribbed tit season. Slapping bones with some exercise demons. Partying with zombies?
Yeah, sexy zombies.
I doubt it. Shit is jumping, music pumping, speakers thumping, let those titties pop out. Shit is jumping, we sipping something, we granting nothing, let the titties pop out. Little titties, big old titties, hanging titties, crooked titties, we love any titties, pop that titty out. Pretty titties, fucked up titties, any kind of titties, it ain't popping till the titties pop out. I'm so sorry for everything I just said. I should have done that in reverse order. Yikes. Trigger warning for titties. Yikes. Zombie apocalypse looking for some zombie chicks, even though they net and dry, they trying to get some wet dicks. Oh, God.
Let's move
I hear
on,
you.
Garrett.
No, Tim, live in it. I hear you. You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right. I'm disgusted with me. And I didn't even do this. God, they love titties, though. Track 13, flashback 2.
Another hodgepodge of useless things from their previous albums that don't really relate, that we should skip.
Track 14, throw 'em up.
This is another mayhem rampage kind of song.
but very fun. It samples Backstrokin' by the Fatbacks Band from 1980. It's a funky disco thing. I'm into it.
I wouldn't say I'm into it.
I'm into it. Say it.
I'm not gonna say it, because I'm not.
I need you to say it.
I'm not gonna.
Well, your eyes say it.
Okay.
Showed up to the party, dressed up to the nines. Pre-gamed in the parking lot, I'm feeling fine. Hors d'oeuvres in the belly, shit's right on time. Fuck dancing, I got other shit on my mind. So far, this is pretty fun. I'm wondering what's gonna happen in this fun dance song. Maybe he's gonna make out with his special gal. He continues. Got the hatchet down my back, I'ma spill blood, that's a fact. Got my hand on my nutsack, my other hand bout to attack. Hacking, slicing, stabbing, chopping, swinging violently, bodies dropping. Nope, he's here to murder.
He always is.
Now, can we give you a positive interpretation? Maybe he's not murdering at all, Tim. Maybe it's all metaphor. The chorus. Hatchets up, throw 'em up. Us here lows don't give a fuck. Hatchets up, hold 'em high. Blood rain down from the sky. Hatchets up, swing 'em round. Us here lows gonna hold it down. Hatchets up, swing them hoes. Blood rains down here, wet your clothes. Maybe it's just an electric slide-like dance sequence, Tim. Maybe he's trying to start a new Macarena. But you do, in fact, need a very sharp hatchet.
And quite a bit of blood.
You can use fake blood. I prefer you don't.
Yes.
Pig's blood.
Okay. Well, no chicken blood, because they get into that.
Oh, right.
Go ahead and throw it up. Stiff drink mixed with chicken blood.
Yeah. Tilt your head back, gulp it down, feel your feet lift from the ground. Got your hatchet, throw it up. Murder thoughts, but that's all right. Let's go psycho, swing it down. Watch their head drop to the ground. Pretty fun song. The outro is more of an intro to the next song. They begin suddenly saying, soft overrated pretty boy, a bitch.
Yeah, this is apparently a reference to a 30 for 30.
Oh.
Yeah, it's apparently Michigan players mocking the Christian Laettner from Duke in like the 90s, maybe?
That's funny.
Yeah, I guess.
But that brings us to track 15. Oh man. Softy Pillow Man.
Apparently, every crew has a soft pillow man bitch, and I think we should figure out which one of our organization's memberships this is. And I will say this, don't you dare say it's me. I will strike you down if you say it's me. And Tom, I see you smiling back there. If you say it's me, Tom, I swear to God, I will detonate the tracker in your stupid intern neck. I have the remote right here. Don't you say it. Do not say it's me.
It looks like a garage remote.
Yeah, it is. It's a modified garage remote.
It's a multi-purpose remote, okay? it can do two things.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Don't blow up his neck, please.
If he says that I'm the weak one, if he says I'm just because you have giant hands.
Tom, you are the only one tall enough to reach the cookies on the top shelf. If you're dead, who's going to get those?
You are in control of your destiny, Tom. Don't say
God
it.
almighty. He means it. I've heard him say that before, and it didn't end great.
No, it ended with an exploded neck. It doesn't matter, Garrett. This song is about soft bitches.
Yeah, it made me laugh. Oh, also, he's backed by an oompa band that sounds just a little Hava Nagila adjacent.
which is a little unusual, to be honest.
Yeah, which, I mean, listen, I kind of love Softy Pillow Man. Like, let's just start on the title. That is, I invite folks, if you find yourself in a hostile situation, call somebody a Softy Pillow Man. Because you're either just going to confuse them to the point where they don't want to mess with you anymore, or they're going to be so insulted that, like, how do you respond to that? Like, I don't know, Tim, you throw a normal insult at me, and I will reply in kind.
You're a bit of a bitch.
Really? That coming from a fucking Softy Pillow Man?
Now, see, here's how I would respond. Now, I won't do it now. Let's say that you were some fella at a bar. I would grab the sides of your head, and I would attempt to crush it. I might even throw a thumb in an eye.
What if you were trying to avoid violence?
Oh, I wouldn't be if you called me Softy Pillow Man.
Interesting. I think it's a showstopper. It made me laugh when I read it.
It is the preamble to the showstopper that I will bestow upon you. Or Tom.
So you're going to shout Softy Pillow Man and explode somebody's head? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying if somebody calls me that, their head's going to explode.
That's what I just said.
No.
Oh, I see. I guess I apologize. Okay, let's keep going. Well, there's one on every team and part of every crew. It's a Softy Pillow Man ass. Is that you?
No.
I mean... mean, what if we're just talking about the podcast? It ain't me.
I will crush your head with my bare hands.
I don't think you will.
We'll see.
Well, we will. Wow. Rolling in a blue dune buggy, Mr. Pink Pussy Hole softer than a Snuggie. God damn it. His face cuter than a baby orangutan's. He sits and he cries out his big round eyes. Tim, I ask you, what's with that monkey line?
I don't know. I think he finds him a little adorable.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's weird. Chorus goes a little something like this. Softy, 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 softy pillow man ass. Softy, softy, bitch. Certainly a bitch. God.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Ugh.
Softy pillow man, though.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, you know what you are? You're a fucking softy pillow man.
I know you're not actually calling me that, but I would crush your head.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's 37 and still bedwetting, softer than a fat bitch neddin', the pillow man. Altogether, he weighs about 1 kilogram. He knits quilts and afghans, soft felt hands. All that shows is a pussy on his CAT scans. I don't think they know how CAT scans work.
Yeah. I want to ask you this, Tim. You probably won't tell us honestly. What age did you stop wetting the bed?
I have no idea.
Yeah, young enough that you don't remember.
Yeah.
I have learned
I
in
think
my
it's
adult
weird
life,
that you thought I was going to lie about it, though.
Well, you could still well be lying if the answer is 11. I can't prove you're not, but I don't think you are. I'm just looking at your facial features and pupil dilation. I don't think you lied then. Anyway, I have learned in my adult life, apparently, like, we got off real lucky. Like, that's not
Really?
super uncommon to last longer than you'd think. Like 7, 8-year-old kids and like, or have it like not be a problem and then it like crops up with kids
Yeah,
who
that
have
does happen. Yeah.
And so, like, I learned, I swear to God, I didn't know this was a thing. Listeners, write in, hatePodMail@gmail.com. We won't read your name on the show. Hell, we won't even read your email if you say not to, but, like, I'm legitimately curious. Apparently, they make, like, special underpants that you sleep in or whatever, and you, like, the second you start to pee, like, it wakes you up with a buzzer.
Oh.
Like, I've met several adults that were like, yeah, my brother or I had the fucking underpants sensor. And I'm like, what? Yeah, because 3 kids in my family, as far as I know, none of us had that problem, but apparently it's like way more common than I would have ever thought.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah, I
if
was
you
curious.
had vibrating underpants at any point in your life, write in and tell us what that was.
That's not what I said, but I'll read the email.
Got 2 fat lips and sprung his own hip. How? Trying to suck his own dick. What? That's what I heard. I do kind of enjoy the little caveat. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the dogpiling in their own verse. It's such a funny thing to do. Like, it's an aside. Oh, yeah, that's what I heard anyway.
Well, it's like an allegedly, you know? Just gotta
Right.
throw it in there. It ends with masturbating in bushes.
Yes, which apparently makes him soft. I think it's a power move.
Well, I mean, that's disturbing, but it does
Not one I would advocate for. I'm just saying if I find myself in a situation
You
where
find it
another
powerful.
person... No. I feel as though I've been robbed of some power if I catch someone masturbating in my bushes.
Fair enough. It does seem like real ICP behavior, though. So I assume
True.
that that's not what they're criticizing. I think the concept is that this guy is in love with this lady, which I think we and the listeners can agree pretty lame.
Yeah, he said that he loved her when she caught him climaxing.
Which is not going to help your situation.
Honestly, it's taking more power. If I look out my window and I see a man, I'm scared. If that man is masturbating, I'm more scared. If he climaxes, looks me in the eye and says, I love you, I'm terrified, Tim.
And I'm coming inside. That's right.
Yeah, that's probably what they're saying next. Okay, important to say, ends with bitch 4 times in a row. Not sure why, but it does. Track 16, I'm falling.
I pray to God I splat and that I finally croak. I keep falling.
This is a description of a nightmare, I think. But
It's
again,
one of 2 things to me.
It's just more like existential dread and anxiety that they're turning into a song. Like, this is just a huge midlife crisis of an album.
It absolutely is. Well, I mean, I think end of life crisis.
Well, I mean, what should be a midlife crisis, but yes, does appear to be the rapid oncoming end.
So we get the Unsolved Mysteries music to start off the song, which I'm into. do. Spooky as hell. Then a long scream, missed opportunity for a Wilhelm. Then we get more of the internet rap. I'm falling. I don't know when it began. Crash through any surface. Then I'm falling again. I'm still falling, and there's nothing else I can do. Hit the ground like a bomb out of B-52, and I'm falling.
Yeah.
Straight down. Yeah.
Yeah, so
he's falling, Tim.
I think that this is, I mean, he's just describing a nightmare, right? And you should not tell people your dreams are nightmares, ever. Well, unless it was a sexy dream about the person you're talking to, and then you are honor bound to tell them. Even if it feels like that might make the situation awkward, you should know you will both be better off for it. You should always tell people if you've had a sexual dream about them.
Hard disagree, just to be clear. I think this entire song is about that feeling you get when you're half awake, half asleep, and you think you're falling briefly, but then you wake up and you realize you're fine.
Yeah, so sleep paralysis, essentially.
Micro sleep paralysis. Straight down, plunge to your death. Straight down, plunge to your death. Oh yeah. Okay, great. This is where it could just be a metaphor for death, Tim. He says, no parachutes or wings. What the fuck's a big house, car, and gold rings when you fallen? So it could be failing health.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Or just, again, the existential dread of knowing you're about to die, or that you're gonna die at some point.
Yeah, right. Because the fact that they are not going to live forever seems to be news to them.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should try to die. You know people ain't meant to fly, so why try? I don't think anyone should jump off a cliff, so I think he might be scared of planes.
I think it's a plea to not commit suicide specifically by jumping off a cliff. Like, if you're going to do it, that's not the way.
That's a good message.
Yes.
That'll ruin a good hike for somebody else.
Sometimes.
Oof, watching somebody explode like a pudding pop? Jesus Christ, yeah.
Probably going to cut some of that. We then get a second outro, which is just them listing all the dumb Joker cards in the second deck, which I already did in the history of the band, so we don't need to reiterate it here.
And that brings us to our grand finale. We've made it this far, and we're going to be rewarded, everyone. Track 17, While It Lasts.
I'll always love being insane, splashing in the acid.
Upbeat as hell.
Yeah, improbably, this song is based around the melody for Toto's Africa, and most of it seems to be a poorly sung parody of that song.
It's crazy, dude.
I could not believe that this is how they are ending this.
I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. It's so crazy. It's so sad and like wistful and schmaltzy and to Toto's Africa.
Yeah, this
which is
one,
nuts.
This one comes back around to definitely being about the concept of the Naught, right?
Yeah. There's 2 Naught songs. God damn it. So my favorite Toto fact, lead singer of Toto is John Williams' son, composer John Williams.
Really?
And composer John Williams' son is 60 some odd years old.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. All of those are
Isn't that crazy?
Interesting facts. Fun facts, even.
Yeah. Unnumbered fun facts from the vault. Alrighty, back to the While It Lasts. Let's get right into it. Your time is of the essence. As soon as it's gone, you don't have no presence. You ain't even a peasant. If you don't always, have you ever meant shit? You ain't there to reminisce. You ain't somebody that anybody miss. You ain't in hell or eternal bliss. If you don't always, did you ever exist? So this is something we've seen multiple times now. If you don't get to live forever, what's the point in living at all?
Right.
And that is so nuts.
It's also like the very definition of Christian music. This is definitely Christian music. That's like the central theme in all of these Christian things is like, if you don't go to heaven, if you don't live forever, then like...
Oh, you're right, yeah.
You know, it's the same when people are like, oh, how are you just not out murdering people if there's no like hell you're worried about? These are Christian boys, Garrett. This is Christian music. But it's also so weird to me to think like the fact that it's not permanent is why there's meaning to it, right? It's the very impermanence that gives it like that makes it meaningful. Because like if it was just always going to be there, if life continued on forever, then there is no point in any one moment because there's an infinite number of them. We only have a certain number of moments. That's why you should make the most of those. It's the exact opposite. That's how much they misunderstand.
Well, I think they get there, Tim. I think they get there. In the chorus, they say, if there's no other side to look forward to, then while it lasts, I'll make the best of all I do. Your sands are falling down the hourglass. So I think they are saying, oh shit, if there is no more to this, and I can't live forever, I maybe should start making the most of it.
And again, that's all them singing that to the melody of Toto's Africa.
It's worth Googling. We don't usually say that. It's worth listening to that one song a few times.
But it also comes down to, so they're going to cheat death by having a bunch of clown Nephilim babies.
Wait, okay, I didn't read any of that.
Verse 4, and I'm gonna keep world traveling, spreading this clown love to her and him while it lasts. Right? Like, I'm going to cheat death. Clown love, Garrett, clown love. He says he spreads, and I'm quoting here, this clown love to him and her while it lasts.
Sure. That all assumes that he's some sort of demon baby. Clown baby.
Again, he's not. These are false clowns. He's just following the mold of what he believes a clown should do, which again is just recapitulating the lifestyle of the Nephilim.
God damn.
This is our worst episode.
Yes. All right. We say that every year. The verse you read, Tim, let's keep going. He says, and I'm going to stay willing to try and keep believing I can touch the sky while it lasts. And I love how you hate the shit I do. And while it lasts, the shit I'll continue. Tim, this is directed squarely at us.
Yes.
He knows we do this podcast. You cannot have tens of thousands of downloads of specifically the ICP episodes and have none of it have made its way to them. They know this is happening.
Yeah, that's probably
Bring it on, Shaggy Two Dope, or Violent J, or whatever your name is.
Joe Utz and Joe Brew, I think is how they prefer to be.
I hate you more than them. I want you to know that.
Excellent.
The song continues, and we get to a little girl's nursery rhyme. Oh, that I actually didn't copy down. Did you write down the little girl's nursery rhyme?
I don't think so.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Who cares? Okie dokie, Tim. That brings us to how did it do? So let me ask, how did it do?
So I have no idea, Garrett. Presumably poorly. As far as I can tell, this did not chart anywhere. And as far as I can tell, the physical copies are only on sale from the band directly. Apparently, Fearless Fred Fury in 2019 was the last album that was sold by major retailers, according to Reddit. So very poorly is how this did.
I didn't realize how niche this had become.
Yeah, they had one platinum album 26 years ago, and they've been hovering at most about 200,000 sales per album ever since. And I mean, in the past 5 albums, it's been 50,000 maybe.
I can't believe I'm going to say this without laughing cynically. Enjoy the WIHTA bump.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I'm going to have to buy this as I do every album we do.
That's
that makes me so sad. Tim, what do people think of it?
Well, we don't have a Robert Christgau review, and there are only 2 ratings on Amazon. 4.5 out of 5 stars on average, 50% 5-star, 50% 4-star. None are super interesting, so I went to YouTube. Garrett, good God. Good God.
Oh, no.
Chris McDonald, TN9, 3 months ago. The Naught is a Langolier that devours everything and leaves nothing.
I mean, I like Stephen King as much as anyone.
I'm glad you got that reference.
Yeah. Ironically, I don't think I've actually read The Langoliers.
Yeah, it's from a short story or something from the early 90s, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right. And I've read almost everything he's written, except for any of those Dark Tower books. They can go suck a big fat one. I hate those books.
Yeah, not good. Smiley's SG 2 months ago. First time I listened to this album, I was legit in a police station on my way to the gathering. We got stopped and checked on our way there and had to spend 8 hours waiting. Made it to the gather, though, 100.
What do you mean waiting?
I don't know. It's like being a freeman on the land, Garrett. If you are a juggalo, you're allowed to detain somebody for up to 1 day without charges.
No, that can't be right. I think they were detained.
What?
You're saying that the juggalos can detain people?
No, I'm saying the opposite.
Oh, okay. I did not understand that. But why? Just for suspicion? I mean, honestly, it's probably the right move.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's paraphernalia at least charge that was edited from that comment.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Jeff Malott, 6030 from 3 months ago. Jeff Malott slams the clam.
What?
That's a guy bragging about the fact that Jeff Malott fucks.
To this song, album? I don't... fucking clowns.
Josh Gifford, 1489, 4 months ago. When did Violent J die? He had to have died to remember this so vividly. I remember the Naught when I died for 5 minutes. Felt like 2 months of pure nothing in less than 5 minutes.
Liar. That guy's a liar.
Maybe.
No, he is. Trust me.
Oh, because you see the...
Yeah.
The ants. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm. At least one of us on this podcast has been dead before, and it's not nothing.
That's fair. SXTXer for life 3 months ago. Damn. I've been freaking out exactly about the concept of nothingness. What if you're so bad that whatever gods or whatever created our souls that they destroy your soul into nothingness? Or worse, you wasted your life with either drugs, sex, or whatever. You're alone in this life, and there will be no one to mourn you, remember your name, tell your story, however insignificant it was. Did you even exist? Did it matter? Does any of it matter? I don't think anyone really understands how terrifying this is. Scarier than any killer out there. And this song brought that idea to the forefront of my mind.
They have such a tenuous grasp on the English language. It's adorable. Brought it to the forefront of my mind. Who would speak this way? God damn it, that's fucking great. What? I love that this guy's having a deep philosophical conversation with himself in an ICP comment thread.
Yeah.
Someone needs to check on him. That's a good one. Any others?
Nah, that's good.
Alrighty. Great reviews, Tim. Who's this for?
I mean, obviously this is for people currently having an existential crisis. It's also for atheists that need to wake up to the saving grace of Insane Clown Posse's Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the Holy Harlequin.
The Violator.
Yes.
Some of our more artistic listeners send us in a drawing of the Violator on the cross. Crucifiolator. Final thoughts, Tim. What did we not said about this in the last 2 hours?
You know, I really wish that this was about either what it claimed to be about or about...
anything other than sadness?
Yeah, maybe it was just about the circus or something. But this was good, though. I mean, it gave me a lot of clarity on clowns. I have some books to read and some podcasts to listen to, and I'm going to make sure you do as well.
You know, I questioned how Joe Rogan became Joe Rogan. I think I'm like watching it happen in real time. Like what used to be like a fairly well-reasoned guy who would entertain idiots is spending way too much of their time with idiots and now just considering mainstream information.
Yes.
That's not even true. Not mainstream information. Mainstream societal existence. You are turning into a Tyler Durden.
Excellent. I like this.
Not in a good way.
Oh.
It's never in a good way. I am Jack's deep sense of regret. Alrighty, folks. Let's get down to brass tacks. We've been all the way through it, Tim. Do you hate this album?
Yeah. I don't think I can really not hate one of their albums. It's just bad. I mean, there are some high points on this one, but there's a lot more lows, I think, than high points. So I think I got there. What about you, Garrett? Do you hate this?
I definitely hate it. I found it shockingly listenable. Like, I could just sit here and listen to it if I wasn't taking notes. Like, it's not as harsh and jarring as many of their other albums.
Yeah, because it's at about 3/4 tempo.
Correct. Alrighty. You hate it, I hate it. Merry Pissmas to you, Tim.
Merry Pissmas to you as well, my friend.
Yes, a happy ICPissmas to all of you. We hope you and yours are celebrating as much as we are here today. We're going to take a week off. We've earned it, so please don't be concerned. We'll be back the following week with a brand new single, or prepisode as we've come to know it here on the show, in the new year. So we appreciate it. In the meantime, reach out to us, hatePodMail@gmail.com. You can go to hatepod.com for all the episodes. We want to hear from you. Write in. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Weird stories, memoirs, anecdotes about these very stinky clowns, or a topic of your choosing. You can find us on Instagram. That's hatepod, and Twitter's hatePod. I'm G Harvey Tweets. We got Discord servers. We got subreddits. We got all the things. We're on the internet. You can find us. We're not on TikTok because we're not fucking 12-year-olds. We're adult men. Okie dokie. That's going to do it for us this week. For Why I Hate This Album, I've been one of your hosts, Garrett Harvey.
I have been the other, Timothy Richardson, and on July 22nd, 2017, Garrett B. Harvey said, on a long enough timeline, conventional heterosexual intercourse will become blasé.
God damn it, I did say that. What the fuck was I talking about?
There's cowboys running through my dreams. Nothing's quite the way it seems. I joined the Navy, got kicked out in a week. My facial features aren't distinct. Try to find some meaning in these songs. The genius is a genius, got it wrong. No, it's a lobster murder sex thing. It's the bleaching of the rear. A full assault on both your ears. The riffs are too repetitive. The lyrics make no sense. All the songs are B-sides. The cover art's a mess. Listen to it for a week. Now that week has passed. It's the Why I Hate This Album podcast with Tim and Gary.